This is our episode of fake news today. Let's see here. All right, so number one, saw this over the weekend. Angry at gym staff, man drives car through front window, almost striking employees, police say. So this was in Los Angeles. It's in an area called Whittier. I think that's what that is Whittier. A motivational message on the gym's wall reads, set some goals, then demolish them. Anyway, the irony will be clear to you in a second. A California man apparently took that message to heart after the gym canceled his membership for inappropriate behavior. I wonder what that inappropriate behavior was. And he retaliated by ramming a car through the front window of the Crunch Gym in La Mirada, according to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Sergio G. Reyes was charged with 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon, 2 counts of vandalism over $400 in damages, and 1 count of driving or taking a vehicle without consent, the district attorney's office said. This individual had previously argued with the gym staff and stated he would return. Now, this is where it gets good, okay? Authorities say that return came at 1:30 a.m. Tuesday when Reyes drove a relative's 2008 Honda Accord through the wall of the 24-hour gym. Surveillance video obtained by blah, blah, blah shows a gym employee standing at the reception desk bounding away as the individual plowed through the wall. The employee had barely a moment to respond and came within only a few feet of being hit. Witnesses told the sheriff's department deputies that they heard the revving of an engine followed by the crash. When the individual in question fled the scene, witnesses followed and saw him get into a getaway car, a 2019 Toyota Corolla. Of course, he doesn't want to ruin his brand new car. The getaway driver then winded through several streets trying to lose the witnesses who were following in another vehicle, but the driver hit the curb by Alicante Road and Manzanares Road and fled that scene. Deputies quickly nabbed him. So anyway, so check this out, okay? Not only did this guy get his membership revoked for inappropriate behavior, but then he took a relative's car, which I'm assuming that relative had no idea that he took that car, right? Because it's like, hey, can I borrow your car for a second? Well, where do you need to go? I'm going to ram your car through the entrance of the 24-hour gym. Oh, yeah, here. Take the keys, bro. Hey, put some gas in it first. So I'm assuming that he took the vehicle either without permission or without advising them that he was about to destroy their vehicle and use it in an attempted murder. So that's number one. Number two, he got somebody else to go with him to be the getaway driver in his car, okay? And then he crashes his car. So anyway, I saw this and I just thought to myself, my word, my word. And then I think that there's good people in the world. So yeah, failed reporter. We all want to know one thing. What was the inappropriate behavior? Always good to have a wingman. He was charged with taking the vehicle without permission in the beginning of the article. Yeah, but that could be like his word against somebody else's. You know what I mean, Apex? Like he could have asked them for permission. Once they tell you what happened, you could be like, dude, he took the car without permission. I had no idea, because he might have been like, hey, I'm going to go to McDonald's. You mind if I borrow your car? Who knows? But yeah, it allegedly that's the case. All right, next up on the news, Lakers, LeBron James eliminated from NBA postseason picture. I know Silent Soldier's upset about this because he is a Cavs fan. Anyhow, so this is the first time since 2006 that since 2006 or 2005 that LeBron James has not made it to the playoffs, okay? Hey, what's up, Rashido? How's it going? So anyhow, I'm sure Lakers fans everywhere are disappointed, but and I'm sure LeBron James is disappointed. Although, if we're being honest, he probably can use the rest. That dude has been in the playoffs for a very long time. Okay. I mean, he hasn't had a good rest in a while. Sore home from work, want to get to bed. I bet. All right, next up is smuggled orangutan seized at Bali airport. And so apparently a Russian man has been arrested in Bali on suspicion of trying to smuggle a young orangutan out of Indonesia. The 2-year-old male was found drugged inside a rattan basket when Andre whatever was stopped at security at Denpasar airport on Friday night. So-and-so is said to have told officials he was given the primate by a friend who bought it for $3,000. Orangutans are a protected species, and so-and-so could face up to 5 years in prison if convicted. So the Russian also had injections and drugs in his bag. He said he planned to re-administer the drugs when they transited in South Korea. 2 live geckos and 5 lizards were also found in the passenger's luggage. This dude, man, this guy went all out. I think he was trying to start a zoo. Yeah, this guy was trying to start a zoo. I'm confused. Why would a Cavs fan be upset about the Lakers not making it? I mean, listen, if you love LeBron, right? LeBron's from Cleveland. So LeBron's from Cleveland, and he's like your the city's son, if you will. And so I'm sure that Silent is a huge LeBron James fan, and that he wants him to be successful no matter where he goes. Apex, come on now. Anyway, so yeah, so this dude tried to steal this orangutan. Check him out. Yo, what's up, bro? Where am I? How did I get here? All right, so Miami Beach police bringing in extra officers to handle busy spring break weekend. I can't talk. We'll watch this video together. I have not watched this. Oh, you know what I didn't put on here, and we should have, but we'll put it tomorrow. Anyway, great commercial here. Great commercial. What is this, Joe's Stone Crab?
Every Monday night, savor unlimited Florida stone crab claws.
Do you have any idea how expensive this place is?
To enjoy a one-of-a-kind experience.
This place is super expensive, dude.
True Lux Fresh.
This is like where millionaires
Miami
go.
At 8th and Brickell.
Oh no, that's not
Fort
it.
Lauderdale,
True Lux. I've never been there before.
And down the heat this weekend by cracking down on rowdy spring break.
Yeah, bro, I'm going to Miami Beach, baby.
There will be a zero-tolerance policy for illicit activities, and starting tomorrow, they'll be stepping up patrols in an effort to keep everyone safe.
CBS 4's Joan Murray is in Miami Beach with details. Joan.
Crowds picking up, and so the
that place is slammed, dude.
See, officers are going to be at the entryway to the beach.
Check this guy out, dude. Look at this.
Street corners, hundreds of them this weekend.
He's going to walk back so they can get him with his shirt off again.
Agencies, all to prevent the kind of chaos we saw last weekend.
Spring break in Miami, yeah.
Things are going to get crazy.
Yeah.
It's about to get a whole lot less crazy on
What's up,
Miami
girl?
Beach, above the sand and below the beach.
Let's put that again.
Above the sand on Miami. About to get a whole lot less crazy on
yeah,
Miami
look at that.
Beach. Above. It's about to get a whole lot
I think
less
Apex
crazy
is in
on
there.
Miami Beach. Above the sand and below the beach umbrellas. Police will be stepping it up starting Friday. 2 officers on every corner.
We're talking from about 5th to about 15th Street, which is our entertainment district, which is where all of this is concentrated on. And that's where we're putting our focus.
A team of 25 in protective
Dude, look
gear,
how many people there are there.
will be
Holy
ready
cow.
to move in to handle situations like this.
Makes me feel more safe being here as a college student, as a woman,
This
makes me feel more safe being here.
will be ready to move in.
Listen to me. That is a lot of people. You have no idea when the beach is like that. I've been to the beach before when it's like that, and it's crazy.
Being in an area like this, it's really important to feel safe.
I guess they gotta do what they gotta do, but it's gonna be like this every spring break. Just let us have fun.
Police will be cracking down on fighting,
Until you get your ass
drinking, and
whooped.
drug
Oh
use.
my
Our
gosh!
number one priority is the safety of our
Okay,
officers,
that
but
guy
also
needs to go to jail.
our residents
That dude
and
needs to go to
visitors.
jail.
Outraged residents dealing with the chaos prompted the crackdown earlier in
Dude,
the
that
week.
is a lot
Should
of
we
people,
even have
dude.
spring break here anymore?
These spring breakers say they welcome the change.
Apparently there was a shooting too.
Especially since I feel like young people might not always do the right choices, and there's going to be people there to act on that.
As long as people are respectful of each other, I think it's fine.
Now, in those
What do you
hundreds of
think,
officers,
Joan?
Again, about 25 will be
Anyway.
in protective gear. That means pads.
Yeah. Couldn't care less if I tried. Hi, Taco. Been a while. How are you doing? What's up, Taco? How you doing? Also, Skaza Pagaria. What's up? Welcome to the channel. Covert, where was this at? On South Beach. That's when we appreciate a nice day at the mountain. Covert, calm, cold people are too cold to want to fight. I bet. Just let us have fun and get our asses whooped. I don't know, man. I mean, it gets really crazy out there. It really does. Anyway, all right. So that's enough with our regular news stuff. So we're going to get into the video game segment. So daily deals, 1 year PlayStation Plus membership for $45, 6 months of Xbox Live for $25. So it looks like there's a couple different sales here. Just kind of out of the headline, it shows Octopath Traveler for $45, Red Dead Redemption for $39.99, Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, $36.99, and a bunch more. So here is 1 year PlayStation Plus membership for $44.99, so $45. This might be worth, actually. I don't know when this one expires, but I might actually get this one. This way, when we stream stuff on PS4 for games that require that, we'll have a savings there. You can buy 3 months of... Cowboy's not going to be here this week because he's really busy. But if any of you are on Xbox, there's buy 3 months of Xbox Live, get 3 months free. So that's pretty good. Octopath Traveler's $44.99. And then Monster Hunter's $19.99 for PS4. Yeah, and you can get all the different versions. It looks like you can even get it for Xbox. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle for $19.99. There's a sign up for ESPN Plus. ESPN is desperately trying to get people to sign up for ESPN Plus. I think they're not doing well with it, is what I think. So there's a PlayStation Retro, $39.99 if you want to get the original PlayStation. And it's kind of like a mini, right? It's kind of like the thing they did with the Nintendos. Then you have Kingdom Heart, 8 games and 1 feature-length film, only $36.99. So this might be interesting because this also includes a movie. And it has 8 different games. So, I mean, it sounds like a heck of a deal. Red Dead Redemption 2, Xbox One or PS4, $39.88. So you've got some deals there. Or you can get the special edition for PS4, $59.88. I kind of wish they would have had that before I streamed it. Lego Movie 2 video game is $27.99. Oh, my kids might enjoy that. I'll have to look into that. Nintendo Switch with NBA 2K19 for $299. Nintendo Switch with your choice of Mario games, $328.53. Now we're starting to get into the mega bucks. Far Cry 5, the DLC, New Dawn Complete Edition for PC, 60% off. So that's going to be $40, and you can get it from the Ubisoft store. And then there's a couple of other like knick-knack things here. Stream Decks. The Stream Deck, the Mini is at $76, so that's 25% off. They got some chairs or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so there's a bunch of deals right now that you can get in on. And I just, anytime I see good deals, I want to share them with y'all so that if you're interested, you know about them. 420, what's up? The world is too crazy for spring breaks like these anymore. Mike, how are you? How's it going? I say let them beat each other to death. Why interfere with evolution? Scary Terry, how's it going? How was the weekend? Also, Storm Galaxy. Hi, it's been a while since I've been on Twitch. How's it going, Storm Galaxy? Pleasure to have you with us. Worst thing to happen to the fans of UFC was ESPN buying them this year. I'm a huge fan of UFC. I refuse to buy ESPN Plus to watch what used to be free fights on Fox. Yeah, and I don't think they're doing well with ESPN Plus. I really don't. Hey, what happened here? All right, I guess whatever. Anyway, so the next story is Cyberpunk 2077 release date by 2021 at the latest, store availability and more. And so essentially what is taking place is this was a game that some people thought would release this year at some point. And this game is highly anticipated. Cyberpunk is probably one of the most hyped games I've seen on Twitch. And so, they were at E3 2018. They did like a demo, whatever, a trailer. People watched it. That's what you're seeing playing there right now. And it looks like it's a killer game. And it just so happens that it's being made. It just so happens that it's the same company that made Witcher 3, right? Which is, this is not a Bloodlines ad right here. No, this is not Bloodlines. This is Cyberpunk.
is tied into the world, even an overwhelming need to play it.
Yeah, this is the scene here. I can give it to you full screen if you want to see it. But this is the scene that takes place when you go to try to like buy some kind of like gear or whatever it is. I don't know. That's like breaking up. So
play the game as it exists.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is a scene from Cyberpunk. 10 things you missed in the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay trailer. At any rate, it's interesting you say that, Tiny. You said idiots thought it would release this year. Well, Suspense got into an argument with me about this. And he's like, bro, I think you need to reread that article. And I was like, why? He's like, because it says this. And so, you know, so Suspense thought it would be released this year. And I know a lot of people did, actually. What's up, DJ Hectic and Realm Snipes? How are you? How's it going, Mike? I'm talking about the literal ad at the top. Oh, yes. Sorry, yes. Yeah, this up here is Bloodlines, which I believe is available now. I believe that's available now. I haven't looked into it. I'm going to, because I actually put it on my Steam thing to look at. Statement stands. But anyhow, so essentially what's happened is, and I'll kind of I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but essentially it says the Cyberpunk 2077 release date came into sharper focus recently as a CD Projekt investor report confirmed that the game is planned for launch by 2021. The studio also more or less confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 won't arrive as an Epic Games Store exclusive, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean that it couldn't come out this year. It just means that they're saying that it'll, at the very latest, be released by 2021. Now, I think a 2021 release would be foolish unless the game's not ready. And the reason why is, I mean, you've been talking about this game since 2014, and you released a gameplay trailer in 2018, and there was a ton of hype. Like, I feel like you know, like there's kind of like a marketing runway, if you will. And if you like start to overhype things too early, then like you kind of lose that. You lose that momentum, if you will. So I think if it comes out next year, I think it'd be fine. But 2021's a long way out. So anyhow, so that's that particular article, and obviously, and I'm disappointed about it because this was a game that I had hoped to be able to stream this year as well. At any rate, so Outward gives detailed look at its split-screen RPG co-op. So they've released, or they're in the process of releasing a game. Outward has continued to look even more interesting with each new peek we get at it. The medieval fantasy open-world third-person RPG promises a big world with plenty to do. The hook compared to other games with those descriptors is that you are not the chosen one or any kind of hero. You're just a nobody, and you'll have to survive the world before you can overpower it. So I haven't watched this yet, so I don't know what all is entailed, but I wanted to watch it together with you.
Forget the Iron Code. Defend your master with your life. If he is taken,
this is an ad, obviously, for Sekiro, because everything right now is Sekiro. It was hard to find gaming news, to be honest with you, because it's just everything is Sekiro right now.
For many, the allure of medieval fantasy RPGs is so obvious, so captivating. This idea of living in another world, somewhere more hostile, more magical, more intense than our real lives, is a powerful escape. While visiting such a world, we want to believe. The illusion breaks down when the game reminds you constantly that it is a game. That is what happens when the game is always giving you freebies. Go venture in the wilds, but don't worry, you're half dragon. You're the chosen one. You're the lost child from a prophecy. Nah, we want to scale back things so that you live in a fantasy world, but from the perspective of an ordinary human being, with no superpower, and no game developer guiding you at every step.
I actually like that.
This is a game for those who aren't afraid of being vulnerable, for those who want to own up to their mistakes and feel the sting of their failures. Who said that adventuring should be easy? Who said that you, the player, can't do it on your own?
Wow.
Even ordinary people can do extraordinary things.
I really like the sound of this.
In order to make the adventuring life more human, the threat of combat shouldn't be your only worry. Hunger, thirst, exhaustion. These are all part of the deal when you travel untamed lands. It also wouldn't make sense for a normal human being to get out in the cold of winter without furs and have a warm fire. It wouldn't make sense to run around the desert in a large, fully plated armor either. This is part of the vision behind Outward. The story isn't about you being some central mythical figure. The obstacles aren't about single-handedly crushing armies. That's not what adventuring is about. Outward is about making you live in a medieval fantasy world that feels more real, more human. Yeah, it's harder, but we, the devs, we know you're smart. We trust that you can do it, and the rewards will be earned, not handed to you.
Wow. That actually sounds really cool. Yeah, that sounds really, really interesting. And I know for a lot of us, in particular the folks that that played EFT and maybe Scum and whatnot, you know, those kinds of survival games, this actually sounds kind of cool. I mean, at its core, it's an RPG, right? But you know, it's, you know, it has its survival element. So, you know, kind of bringing it together, which I think is interesting. We were gonna take a trip to South Beach, but you may have changed my mind. Fresh, are you here in Miami? Because if you're here in Miami, dude, we should get together. Anyway, DJ, what's up, man? How's it going? Dr. Durrell, how are you? Stop showing me neat games. I have way too many as it is. There are a lot of really great games out right now. This game, let's see if it's already released or if there's a release date. It does not say. It does not say. Oh, here we go. Available March 26th. Okay, so this is available tomorrow. This is available tomorrow on Steam, PS4, Xbox One. Beautiful. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, no, that's great. I think I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to try it off stream and we'll see how it goes. Oh, okay, you're in Orlando. Yeah, I would not come to South Beach if I was you. Number one, you're like 4.5 hours away and you're in a much better place than in Miami, Fresh. Hey, excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. I just stopped into the stream real quick to say that you have a really nice beard, sir, and I would like to touch it. Thanks for reading and goodbye. Bundle of Fun, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. It's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for the compliment. Anyway, so this looks like it could be interesting. Rashido said, I think Rashido said, oof, I'm not big into survival stuff. I'm shit at them. Well, Rashido, I guess it depends. Like if they have servers and we can set up like a community on it, then, you know, people can help each other. That might be interesting. I don't know. I'm going to look into this game in more depth and I'll find out. How much did you pay? Bundle of Fun? Okay, anyway, so our last bit of fake news for the day is Rainbow Six Siege in 2019. What's over the burnt horizon? So this is interesting, and this is something that we talked about a couple weeks ago, right? And so, you know, Rainbow Six Siege had something of a rocky start, but Ubisoft's dedication to its multiplayer-only competitive shooter has seen it go from strength to strength. With the launch of Burnt Horizon, Siege embarks on its 4th year of constant improvements, beginning with the addition of Australia, finally. Here's a look at the year ahead, and then it kind of just details that out. Now, I know there's a few of you that play Rainbow Six. A lot of the TOU guys really like this game a lot. But the reason why I brought this up was because, you know, oftentimes we'll hear people complain about Ubisoft, and I have my own complaints, my own gripes with Ubisoft. In particular, player movement in most of their games always feels like very robotic to me. But I would say that with Division, with Far Cry, and with Rainbow Six Siege, I think we've seen that Ubisoft, like, they don't bail on their games, right? Like, they release a game, and if it's not where it needs to be, they continue to push on that title until they get it right or they get it into a good place. And for a lot of people that played the original Division at launch, many of us were disappointed, if not all of us. And then for the people that started playing that game a year down the road, they have no idea why people complain, because like Ubisoft got what the situation was and they fixed it. And so I think, you know, Rainbow Six Siege is another great example of that. So, but anyway, so I wanted to share that with you because I think sometimes, you know, I feel like the gaming community, if you will, at times will go from like hyped on something to just like outraged about it. And so I think it's important to kind of like see that there are developers out there that, even though they may stumble at the beginning, kind of figure things out and are committed to their games. So, but anyhow, so I wanted to share that with y'all. Anyway, so that's our fake news for the day. And hopefully you guys